Hey guys, I'm back. The final boss is back. Now let's get back to talking about this giant lizard. So the Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong sequel, issue 6 finally came out. I really want to talk about it and really want to make a video about it because there's some crazy scaling and some crazy characters that appear in this issue that have never made a comic appearance before this. So I'm just going to break down what happens in the issue, what happened in previous issues to give y'all context. And yeah, and if y'all appreciate it and y'all like this type of content and want me to cover more issues or more comics in the future, then let me know. Anyway, enjoy. So in the first run, the Legion of Doom team up and plan to send the Justice League into the Phantom Zone. They break into the Fortress of Solitude and find a mother box, but the Justice League find them and they fight, they run the hands. In the fight, they accidentally activate the mother box and send themselves to the Monsterverse. And after being attacked by Kong, they accidentally wish themselves and all the Titans back to the DC universe. Monsters start appearing around the world. Scylla appears in Central City. The Rodan victim appears in Gotham. Behemoth appears in Themyscira. And Godzilla appears in Metropolis and defeats Superman. Then Superman needs to take a whole week and needs to take a dip in the sun to come back. Godzilla literally beat Superman's ass, and then Superman had to spend a week in the hospital. I don't think he'll ever recover from this. Eventually, the heroes find out Lex is utilizing Mechagodzilla's technology, which is causing Godzilla and the Titans to attack. Eventually, we find out Lex has been recreating Mechagodzilla and controlling the Titans until Batman appears with a robot suit. It's then revealed at the end that Ra's al Ghul is using the Lazarus Pit to revive and enhance a Skullcrawler, making a Super Skullcrawler, and it fights alongside Mechagodzilla, forcing Godzilla, Superman, Kong with a Green Lantern ring, the Green Lanterns, the Justice League, and the Teen Titans to defeat them. Then at the end of the series, Superman sends all the Titans back home with the Dreamstone, which is how they got there in the first place. This brings us to the Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong 2 crossover. Now, in this crossover, the Suicide Squad and Amanda Waller alongside Lex Luthor create a multiversal portal to the Monsterverse and want to create titanized metahumans in order to create a contingency in case the Titans show up on their world again, which doesn't really work out. Godzilla in his new evolved form easily defeats titanized King Shark and reverts back to normal, and Kong beats titanized Killer Croc pretty easily and kills him. The heroes then also enter the Monsterverse through the portal, and Superman follows Lex into the Hollow Earth, where it's revealed they're trying to use the Hollow Earth as an energy source to perfect the titanized formula. Godzilla then fights and beats Superman and Supergirl at the same time, and then Superman is titanized by Mr. Terrific, which makes him an even match with Godzilla and makes Superman enraged. Then in the middle of their fight, Ghidorah and Rodan arrive and defeat titanized Superman, Green Lantern, evolved Godzilla, and Kong at the same time. I'm telling y'all, Ghidorah is like the final boss of the Monsterverse. Godzilla retreats and Kong is thrown all the way into the Hollow Earth by Rodan. This brings us to the new issue, issue number 6. We start off with the Justice League recuperating at a Monarch aircraft that kind of looks like the Argo. By the way, Leland Shaw from the Monarch TV show is the main villain of the series and kills Amanda Waller and takes over the Task Force X. Pretty wild. Kurt Russell himself being a villain. Pretty wild. But he's an evil parallel universe version from the DC universe, which is a weird thing that they introduced in this series. It's also confirmed earlier in the series that there's a Harley Quinn and Bruce Wayne in the Monsterverse. They just aren't vigilantes, which is pretty crazy. Robert Pattinson in the Monsterverse confirmed. They explain the Monsterverse is parallel to the DC universe, but with Titans instead of metahumans, less cities, and obviously the addition of Skull Island on the Monsterverse. We also see Rick Stanton, yes, the one from King of the Monsters, is working with the Justice League. Basically, Lee Shaw is trying to create metahuman titans to defend against the Titans. In the Hollow Earth, Kong, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Supergirl find Lex's lair in the Hollow Earth, which is Kong's temple, and they all get jumped by Titanized Cheetah, who smacks Kong to the ground with one mean right hook. Then she grabs both Superman and Supergirl and literally claps them together, which knocks out both of them instantly, which is insane scaling. Kinda makes sense since normal sized Cheetah can give Wonder Woman a good fight, so makes sense that Titan Cheetah is that powerful. Lex then blasts Wonder Woman, one-shotting her. We then meet Flash and Green Lantern, who are tracking Ghidorah and Rodan on an island after they ran the fate on Godzilla and all the heroes. Ghidorah then does his alpha call from King of the Monsters, which awakens Scylla and Behemoth and starts heading their way. Then we see Aquaman and Mr. Terrific find Godzilla, who's healing in the ocean, with Aquaman referencing when Godzilla and Tiamat attacked Atlantis in the first run, in the previous crossover run, where Aquaman had to release the Kraken, literally, to try and stop them, which made it a badass 3-Titan rumble. Mr. Terrific also explains that Godzilla and Kong don't remember the heroes at all, even after they worked together in the previous crossover, because they traveled to a different point in their MonsterVerse timeline before Godzilla fought Ghidorah. So this MonsterVerse isn't the same MonsterVerse they interacted with in the first series. We then go back to Cheetah versus Kong. They explain Cheetah's Titan form is perfected and permanent, unlike King Shark and Killer Croc's Titan forms. Kong then slams Cheetah on the ground, with Shaw saying Cheetah can't beat Kong. I'm gonna say that again. Kong literally just grabbed a character that could one-shot Superman and Supergirl at the same time and just slams her ass on the ground, doesn't give a damn. Kong is the MVP. Comment if you think Kong's the MVP. Cheetah then hears and responds to Ghidorah's alpha call. Lee Shaw then gets pissed and starts beefing, talking shit to Lex, talking shit to Black Manta, talking shit on Amanda Waller's dead body, and gets all up in Black Manta's face and says like, oh, you and all your friends are useless, y'all are nuisances. And Black Manta said, cut that shit out, and just stabs his annoying ass in one of the coldest panels in the series. I didn't think Manta was getting aura in this comic. We then see Scylla and Behemoth meeting Ghidorah and Rodan on the island, with it being stated Monarch drones picked up multiple Titans emerging from a newly detected Hollow Earth access point, with it being revealed that Scar King and Shimo are responding to Ghidorah, which is one of the coldest panels I've seen in a while. Scar King and Shimo are literally answering Ghidorah. Makes you wonder why they didn't do that in King of the Monsters. Just kidding, I know why, because they weren't thought of or conceptualized yet. Then, to end the issue off, we get Martian Manhunter pulling up to Ghidorah's entire squad as a big-ass Titan-sized dragon, and the issue concludes. If the next issue is the final 6th issue, they definitely are setting up a final rumble between all Ghidorah's Titans against all the heroes, Godzilla, Kong, and potentially Scar King and Shimo on Ghidorah's side, or maybe they're just going to be wild cards. Also, since it's revealed that this Godzilla and Kong haven't even fought Ghidorah, they probably haven't encountered Scar King or Shimo either, or Kong at least hasn't. We know Godzilla fought Shimo in ancient times. So this definitely probably means that this is a new timeline of the MonsterVerse, or an alternate timeline. The next issue advertises Godzilla and Ghidorah's rematch and Kong and Rodan's rematch, which I can't wait for that because the Rodan slander is going crazy, and I'm probably going to make a whole video on Rodan versus Kong in the future. And Mothra is going to be making an appearance, who she always has crazy ghetto moments. But anyway, guys, if y'all enjoyed the breakdown of the issue, I'd appreciate it if y'all liked and subscribed, and thanks for watching.